Hello, everyone. I'm Eric Breeden. I've just created a YouTube channel, and this is my official channel. I hope you'll support me. The Young and the Restless spoilers. Welcome back to our channel, soap fans. We hope you are having a fantastic week so far. There is an unbelievable amount of drama to discuss today, and we are beyond ready to unpack every single shocking detail with you all. Grab a snack, settle in, and let's dive right into the absolute madness from our favorite daytime show. I cannot even breathe right now. Seriously, my heart is still pounding out of my chest, and I am literally shaking as I type this. I just finished watching the latest episode, and I am an absolute emotional wreck. I mean, what did we just witness? They actually went there. They actually did it. I am screaming at my screen because I cannot believe the writers just pushed the absolute nuclear button on the Newman brothers. And let me tell you, I have been watching this show religiously for years, through the highest highs and the absolute lowest lows. But this right here is on another level of insane. I am half celebrating the sheer cinematic brilliance of it and half complaining because my nerves are completely shot. Am I the only one who needs a paper bag to hyperventilate into? Because that ending was pure, unadulterated chaos. Wait, I need to back up because I am getting ahead of myself and my thoughts are just racing. Let's talk about that gas station scene. Nick hitting that dirty, grimy floor. The way his body just gave out. It wasn't just a dramatic soap opera faint. It was a brutal, violent collapse. The seizures, the violent convulsing, the foam at his mouth. It was horrifying. I mean, we all knew Nick was struggling with the pills. We knew the addiction storyline was getting dark, but seeing him writhing in agony like that, it felt so real and so terrifying. And the fact that it was fentanyl, that Matt Clark purposely planted a tainted, poisoned batch in that storage unit, knowing Nick would steal it, it makes me sick to my stomach. Matt didn't just want to hurt Nick. He wanted to humiliate him, break him down to his lowest possible point, and watch him die like an animal. Because let's really talk about Matt Clark for a second. I know some people are loving this villain era, but personally, I think he is the most twisted, sadistic psychopath we have seen in Genoa City in a very long time. Remember when they tried this kind of psychological torture with other villains in the past? Yeah, didn't work then either because they always pull their punches. But Matt is sitting there, probably smirking at his phone, watching a live surveillance feed of Nick dying. He is watching it like it's a movie. He lured them to that abandoned gas station in Vegas, chained up Sharon and Noah, and orchestrated this entire nightmare just to watch the Newman family crumble in real time. It is so deeply sick and depraved that I actually had to look away from the screen for a second. And then there is Sharon. Oh my God, Sharon. The screams coming out of her mouth will haunt my nightmares. I'm sorry, but hasn't this woman been through enough? How many times does Sharon Newman have to watch the people she loves get ripped away from her? She was chained up, completely helpless, and then Adam finally frees her, only for her to instantly drop to her knees and gather Nick's convulsing body into her arms. The way she was holding him, screaming his name, begging him to stay with her, I was sobbing. I mean, if you are a long-time Schick fan, this scene completely destroyed you. You could feel decades of history, of love, of loss, of Cassie, of everything they have survived, just pouring out of her in those desperate, agonizing screams. She was clutching him like if she held on tight enough, she could physically keep his soul inside his body. So while Sharon is completely losing her mind with grief and terror, we have Noah. Poor, traumatized Noah. Can we just give a round of applause for Noah in this moment? He has been dragged into his family's toxic drama time and time again, but in this terrifying life or death situation, he is the one who snaps into action. He doesn't freeze. He immediately pulls out his phone and dials 911. He is shouting at the dispatcher, demanding an ambulance, trying to be the anchor while his mother is falling apart over his father's dying body. It is such a powerful, dynamic shift. Noah is no longer just the kid caught in the crossfire. He is desperately trying to save his father's life. But even as he's on the phone, you can see the absolute terror in his eyes. He knows, just like we know, that an ambulance might not make it in time. Fentanyl doesn't wait. But here is where the episode completely shifted gears and where I absolutely lost my mind. Adam. We have to talk about Adam Newman, because the look on his face when he realized what was actually happening, chills, literal, full body chills. Adam is standing there watching his golden boy brother, the brother who has judged him, fought him, and occasionally loved him, dying on the floor of a disgusting Vegas gas station. And in that split second, you can see the gears turning in Adam's head. He looks at the drugs. He looks at the surveillance cameras. He realizes this isn't just an accidental overdose. This is a trap, a meticulously planned, deeply personal, sadistic trap designed by Matt Clark to destroy both Newman brothers at once. And what does Adam do? He doesn't panic. He doesn't break down. He becomes terrifyingly calm. He looks at Sharon, who is covered in tears and Nick's sweat, and he looks at Noah, who is frantically yelling at the 911 operator. Adam knows they have Nick. He knows the paramedics are coming. So he physically hands the responsibility of his brother's life over to them. It was such a profound, silent moment. Adam basically saying, keep him alive. I have something else to do. He trusts Sharon and Noah to hold the line, because Adam knows that someone has to go on the offensive. If they all just sit there crying, Matt wins, and Adam Newman is not going to let Matt Clark win. Not today, not ever. So Adam turns around, he walks out of that gas station, and he steps into the neon-lit, suffocating darkness of the Las Vegas night. And guys, I am not exaggerating when I say that the man who walked out of that door was not Adam Newman. Adam Newman stayed inside with his family. The man who walked out into the desert is Spider. Yes, Spider is back, all caps, because I am freaking out. I have been waiting for them to bring back this alter ego for years. Remember when they teased the Spider persona back in the day, the ruthless, underground Vegas gambler who had zero morals and zero limits. We've seen glimpses of him, especially recently with Riza, but this is the full, unchained, terrifying resurrection of Spider. He ran into the night like a wounded beast. That is the only way to describe it. He wasn't running away from the trauma. He was running toward the blood. You could see the raw, animalistic fury radiating off of him. Adam has spent so much time recently trying to be the good guy, trying to prove to Victor, to Chelsea, to everyone that he can be a respectable businessman and a good brother. He literally came to Vegas to help Nick, to save him. But Matt Clark just blew all of that up. By poisoning Nick and forcing Adam to watch his brother die, Matt just stripped away every single ounce of humanity Adam had left. And honestly, I am so absolutely here for it. I know some people hate Dark Adam and want him to stay redeemed, but I am sorry, Ruthless Adam is the best Adam. Because let's be crystal clear about what is happening here. Adam isn't hunting Matt Clark to bring him to justice. He isn't looking to hand him over to the Las Vegas police or call Paul Williams or Christine Blair or whoever. Oh no. Adam is hunting Matt to end him. He is going to kill him. And he is going to make it hurt. The vow he made, that silent, deadly promise radiating from his eyes as he disappeared into the shadows, he is going to tear Matt Clark apart, piece by piece. Matt thought he was so smart, sitting behind his little surveillance screen, playing God with the Newman family. But he completely miscalculated. He woke up the devil. He poked the bear, and now the bear is going to rip his throat out. It is just so deeply poetic and ironic if you think about the history of these two brothers. I mean, think about it. Nick has always been the moral compass, the one who does things the right way, the one who judges Adam for his dark impulses. And yet, here is Nick, completely broken by addiction, reduced to a convulsing mess on a dirty floor because he couldn't fight his demons. And who was the one stepping up? Adam, the black sheep, the pariah, the one everyone assumes is going to ruin everything. Adam is the one who tracked Matt down. Adam is the one who freed Sharon and Noah. And now Adam is the one who is going to sacrifice his own soul, his own redemption to avenge his brother. He is literally becoming a monster to protect his family. If that isn't the most beautiful, tragic Shakespearean drama, I don't know what is. And wait, my mind is spinning just thinking about how this is going to impact everyone else. What about Chelsea? Chelsea just showed up in Vegas, completely furious about Adam kissing Riza, worried that he was slipping back into his old ways. Well, guess what, Chelsea? Your worst nightmare just came true, but multiplied by 1,000. When she finds out that Nick is basically dead and Adam has gone full spider on a murderous rampage, she is going to lose her mind. Is this the end of Chatham? I mean, how can she possibly pull him back from this? She wanted him to be a family man, but he is out there in the desert acting like the Grim Reaper. I kind of feel bad for her, but at the same time, this stone throwing line is giving us the high-stakes drama we have been begging for. And don't even get me started on Victor Newman. Victor's back in Genoa City, completely oblivious to the fact that his golden boy is foaming at the mouth from a fentanyl overdose, and his black sheep son has turned into a vigilante assassin. Victor is too busy playing stupid corporate games, blackmailing Phyllis with fake AI emails. Like, seriously, Victor? Your legacy is literally bleeding out on a gas station floor in Nevada, and you're worried about Summers Corp. When Victor finds out about this, when he realizes that Matt Clark, a man he had locked up and let escape, has done this to his boys, the wrath of the mustache is going to be biblical. But honestly, Victor might not even get a chance to destroy Matt, because Spider is going to get to him first. Okay, back to Nick for a second, because my anxiety is through the roof. Is he actually going to survive this? I know it's a soap, and they rarely kill off legacy characters like Nick Newman, but they are making it look incredibly grim. Fentanyl is no joke. The way they filmed that scene, the raw desperation of Sharon's screams, Noah's panic, it really felt like a goodbye. And if Nick does survive, what then? He's going to wake up in a hospital bed realizing that his addiction almost cost him his life, and worse, almost cost Sharon and Noah their lives. The guilt is going to consume him, and if Adam actually kills Matt, Nick is going to have to live with the fact that his brother became a murderer again just to avenge him. The psychological fallout from this is going to fuel storylines for the next 5 years, I swear. I know I'm rambling, but I just have so many feelings. I'm sitting here reading the forums and the group chats, and everyone is losing their collective minds. Some people are furious that Nick was reduced to this, saying it ruins his character. But honestly, I think it makes him human. It shows that addiction doesn't care if your last name is Newman. It doesn't care how much money you have. It will drag you down to the floor of a gas station all the same. And as for Adam, the fans are divided. Some want him to find the light, but the rest of us, we are popping the popcorn and waiting for Spider to paint Vegas red. Am I a bad person for wanting Adam to completely destroy Matt? Probably. Do I care? Not even a little bit. Matt deserves everything that is coming to him. So here we are, staring down the barrel of the most intense week of the Young and the Restless we've had in ages. We have Sharon holding on to Nick's fading heartbeat, Noah praying for sirens in the distance, and Adam Newman disappearing into the neon glow, ready to commit murder. I am going to be glued to my screen tomorrow. They better not give us a filler episode about Abby and Devon complaining about Chancellor Winters. I need to see the fallout. I need to see Spider Hunt. I need to know if Nick Newman is going to open his eyes again. Until then, I'll just be here rewatching that final scene and trying to get my heart rate back to normal. What a time to be a soap fan.